Alright guys, so I'm back with another episode of the How to Make a Nuzlocke video thingy. This is part 3, I believe. So in this episode I'm going to show you how to actually implement the banner onto your video and then save it and upload it in Movie Maker. I'm sorry that it's taken me a long time to get this video uploaded, but with moving and everything, this was not my top priority. I had a lot of other stuff going on that I wanted to get done. So anyways, let's just go ahead and let me show you what you gotta do. You gotta take your fancy schmancy mouse here, you gotta click import. It's gonna come up with this. I'm just gonna go ahead and go documents and let's go search for whatever you want. Actually, let me drag this down so you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so I'm gonna search Pokemon. I'm just doing my Omega Ruby Wedlock. So let's click on this one before I had a banner for it, which is confusing because there are 2 banners. I don't remember doing all the encoding for it. Anyways, that's not important right now. So, as you can see, I got my video here, and as you can see, since I told you to record in the corner of the screen, depending upon where your banner is, my banner is going to go up around the top and down there. So that's why I have mine recorded in the bottom left corner instead of the bottom right corner, because mine goes from the right to the top. It is a little tilted my screen, but that's okay if it cuts off a little bit of the top. It's not a big deal. So what you want to do is you want to go over here and you see where it says Add Overlay under Visual Overlay. Click Add Overlay. It's going to come up with all this. You're going to type in your pictures. My mouse is flashing, I guess, because I'm recording. Sorry about that. You're going to type in whatever your thing is called. Mine's called like OR Layout for Omega Ruby Layout. So you can see all the OR layouts right here. So I have several. I number them based upon like when Pokemon die or when I need to update it, like an evolution or a badge or, you know, Pokemon dies, whatever. So I'm actually on the 20th or 21st when I'm on the 20th for this part right here. So I'm going to click OR layout. Make sure it's a PNG. If it's not a PNG, it won't be transparent in the background. I showed you that in the last clip. I'm going to go open. And as you can see right here, you can move it around like this wherever you want it. But it's going to spawn right in this corner, which works well for me. And so I'm just going to adjust the size to like that. Now when I was first making the banner, again, I had to experiment to make sure that it didn't leave too much room in between the DS and blank space. And I also had to make sure that it didn't cover the DS too much, which it doesn't do. It does a pretty good job of that. You can see the banner going throughout all this. You can see, yeah, when I'm battling Watson and all that good stuff. So what you want to do next is you want to adjust it. So in this episode, I took on Watson at one point. So like, so I had to add a new badge once I beat Watson. So let me go ahead and adjust this to the point where I want to make it. So we're going back. We're going to wait for the clip to load. There's Geodude fighting a trainer, so that's not quite it. We're going to keep heading forward. Now this is where it can get a little weird because it's hard to completely judge a perfect place to put it. But, like, it'll usually be off a little bit. So that's where Magnemite got killed. Alright, wait, I'm just trying to... Okay, so this is his last Pokemon, was a Voltorb. So right here, you play the clip. Okay, so that's where you can see the clip. So I want it to end more like right in here. And if you rewatch it, and let's just mute, just for the sake of this video, not killing your eardrums with 2 Harrisons. So yeah, it's gonna end like this. Let's go ahead, let's click play.
I'm hoping I can have Voltorbs really fast.
Let's go ahead a little bit to after I beat the Voltorb.
That's the thing with Whalmer. It was a Whalmer, so I can't send Unit against it, and it's got a freaking rollout too.
Actually, I didn't kill him right there. Let me skip back some more.
Casualties, thank you, Lord. Oh my goodness. $2,000. That's what I needed, was a huge add to the funds. I was electrified by you. Now take this badge. Oh yeah, I don't know what this badge is called, but we got it. We got the little pin. We got the blue and the yellow for the neck trick.
Wait for it.
Pin that on myself.
This is where I have to update the banner with
badge.
the badge, and as you can see, I cut it out. So the next banner that goes on the video will have the badge in it. So then that'll be there for the rest of the video, unless a Pokemon dies, in which case I'll replace it with, you know, having to put the Pokemon in the death box and kicking it out of the main party. So there are some cool things you can do with these banners. So let's say I want to go right here to around the time he's talking about the Dynamo badge, and I kind of want it to fade out a little bit. So do it to where you want it to start fading. Go over here to Visual Overlay, click the down arrow, and you're going to click fade out. You can also make it fade in if you want. I've done that in a couple episodes where I've had the banner fade in at the beginning, but for this one I'm just going to do fade out. Again, if you want it to do fade in, you just take it to the beginning, and let's say I want it to fade in right here. I'm going to click fade in, so it's going to start with no banner and then slowly fade into something. So let's go ahead and let's check that out.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is Peter, and welcome back to another video. I want to see how fast I can say that in.
And if we skip all the way to the end, right after I beat Watson, as you can see when he's talking,
I was electrified by you. Now take this badge. Oh yeah, I don't know what this badge is called, but we got it. We got the little pin, we got the blue and the yellow for the neck trick.
To nothing.
Pin
and that's when you can edit in your next
Dynamo badge.
Basically what you want to do next is click the pause button, and you're going to want to click encode. Press encode. Now, it can take a while. My 30-minute videos usually take like It depends. Sometimes they take like 50 minutes, and after I've put in a couple banners, sometimes it'll take more like 20 minutes. It'll usually say like sometimes it'll say like an hour to begin with, and then it'll cut down on the time a little bit. I would say generally it takes like 40 minutes to encode a clip on average. Sometimes it'll take way less, sometimes it'll take way more. But if you're doing like 30-minute videos, it's gonna take about like a little more than double that time, I would say, of your video. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not going to do double. It's going to do, like, a little bit more time than your video actually is. So, if you're recording 15 minutes, it'll probably be, like, 25 minutes to encode, something like that. And then sometimes it might actually be, like, only 15 minutes to encode. So, yeah, you're going to encode. You're going to sit here. I would suggest, like, coming back every couple minutes and clicking on your computer screen to make sure it doesn't go into sleep mode. I had problems with my other computer where if it went into sleep mode, sometimes it wouldn't work well afterwards. So, it's just the best thing to do here. So, yeah. I'll cut back to you when I have this encoded and when I can show you the next part. So what is it? It's oh crap. Forgot how to stop it. It's like Shift F12 or something. Control Shift. Okay. Okay guys, so as you can see here, I have the video in place. As you can see, it has the banner. Now the reason you need to encode it one banner at a time is because you can't do multiple banners in one project. You have to do one project with one banner, encode it, and then pull it back up. So what I did was I clicked import, and then let me just show you. If I go Pokemon, if I type in the name of the original video is named Pokemon OR Wedlock 9 Test. So see, it has the original one with no banner, it has the one with one banner, and then this is one that I've actually already edited, but I'm on this one right now, so this is where you would be. You would be on the one that has only one banner so far, and it would keep doing that until you put all the banners in your video. So, cancel, I already have one in here. So, this is it. It's going by the same name, it's just the next one in line to your left on your documents. So as you can scroll through, you can see that it's going to end there, and there's nothing else. So now I can go ahead and put in a different overlay. So I'm going to go ahead, add overlay. The next one was called OR Layout 21. .png, gonna click on that and open it up, and as you can see, it's gonna put it over the entire thing. You don't want it over the entire thing, so you want to skim it back down. So sometime after 15 minutes where I beat Watson and where it gave me the badge and where I added a new Pokemon to my team, somewhere in here, okay, right here. So yeah, it's around here somewhere. It's kind of hard to gauge. So as you can see, this is where this banner starts to fade. So what I like to do is kind of have a fade out, fade in at the same time if I can get it to work. So I'm going ahead and putting it up so you can't see the old banner, but I'm gonna make it a fade in. So yeah, actually, I'm sorry, I can't really talk over myself. Apparently now it just the recording software decides to record like in computer sounds, even though it hasn't before. I don't know what the deal is, but so I'm just gonna be quiet while I play it through.
Little pin. We got the blue and the yellow for the neck trick. I'm gonna pin that on myself. The Dynamo Bat.
Alright, so that's probably pretty good right there. You can see I just have a little bit. I just want it to fade in for a little bit. Scroll down over here, click on the little arrow, and you're going to click fade in right there. And then if we rewatch that, I'll go quiet again since it's going to be hard to hear. So here's the old banner. Here we go.
Huge add to the funds. I was electrified by you. Now take this badge. Oh yeah, I don't know what this badge is called, but we got it. We got the little pin. We got the blue and the yellow for the neck trick. I'm gonna pin that on myself. The Dynamo Badge. It never really made sense to me.
So you can see how smooth that cut is. It looks really nice. It kind of fades out, then fades back in with the Skitty and the Dynamo Badge. So it's a really cool concept to be able to fade in and fade out. I really like doing it like that. Sometimes it is hard to gauge because it's hard to place the encoder line or whatever. But that looks pretty good. And then right here at the end, I actually had to put a little thing at the end. A little blurb. So I want to get rid of the banner before the blurb. So I'm just going to go like right here. That's like the last time you can see it. So let's just go like right here. And we'll have it start to fade out. And then you can have it fade out, and then it'll just fade out at the end of the video. So you can see it getting faded right there, and then it cuts to that. Or you can just have it go all the way. You don't have to have it fade out. I sometimes do that. I sometimes don't. It's kind of whatever you're feeling. But that's how you're going to make the banner go onto the video. Now, again, if I had 4 banners, I would have to encode 4 times. I only have 2 banners for this episode, so I only have to encode 2 times. And that's all I really need to show you. I think you could figure out encoding more banners on your own. Again, you just have to encode it and then pull up the newest project and then put the banner in over it. Yada yada, whatever. So again, you're going to click encode down here. And you can also encode for quality up here. I'm not sure if this really changes anything. You can do, I usually do balance. It has a check over best quality. So that's maybe why mine go for so long. If I click on balanced, I think it does it balanced. I don't know, but it still has to check on best quality. I'm not sure how all that works exactly, but if you can figure it out, you can get it balanced. It'll be like good quality, but good speed. Best quality means fantastic, like best quality it can give you, which isn't all that great, I don't think, but it's still pretty good. But it's gonna go kind of slowly. And fastest means it's like quality doesn't really matter, just get it done. So you can choose whichever one you want. I'm not sure if just by clicking on it if it works, because it already has a check by best quality. I don't really know what the deal with that is. Anyways, so when you're done, you're just going to click encode. Now I'm going to pull up Movie Maker, and I'll show you guys how to finish up in Movie Maker. Alright guys, so this is the final part of how to make your own Nuzlocke. This is the last section that you have to go through before you can upload it to YouTube. So it has been a long process, like I said at the beginning. It's for those that really are interested in doing a legitimate Nuzlocke series with a banner and everything. Because really, if you want people to notice your Nuzlocke series, you really do kind of need a banner on the side. It doesn't have to be like a super extensive banner, although that usually helps. The ones that I make are pretty decent, I think. I've heard people tell me that they really like them. So, I think this would definitely help a lot of people out, especially because I looked for a lot of videos like this when I was trying to make my own Nuzlocke. For the longest time, I couldn't find any. I actually had to figure all this out on my own. But the point is, I have it here now. I'm hoping I can help people in the future with these tutorials. So, the final part, make sure you're going to have to click on your documents and import and pull in the videos. I think you guys know how to do that. You just go on your documents, you drag the video into Movie Maker, and you wait for it to load. When it's done loading and when it's ready and everything, you're going to go ahead up onto the top, and you're going to click right here, you're going to click File. If I can get it to come up. File, you're going to go, I don't think you can see this part right here, I actually don't know if you can, but you're going to click where it says Save Movie, or no, don't click on Save Movie, just hover your mouse over Save Movie, sorry, and then go over to where it says for High Definition Display. Click on High Definition Display, and then I'm just going to do it. Then it'll come up. Make sure you don't switch to Windows Media File this time. If you click on the down bar, just leave it on the MPEG-4, whatever, your normal video file that was going to default to anyways. That should work fine for this. And then you're going to want to name it whatever you want to name it. It's like Pokemon, whatever, Nuzlocke, this, that, and then say like Final, since you already have like 3 other ones called Test most likely. So make sure you say this one is like Final, or just so that you know it's different from the rest. You're going to go ahead and click Save, and you're going to save it. I'm not going to because I don't need to. Once it's done saving, you're going to drag the video back into Movie Maker, and then when you drag it back into Movie Maker, you can click the YouTube button, log into your YouTube and your Microsoft account, and upload it straight from there. And that is how you do this. I think I've covered every topic there really is any need to talk about. You make sure that your YouTube, you also have to make sure your YouTube's legit. You have to click on something and it like gives you more than 15, well, once you've uploaded a certain amount of videos, you can upload over 15 minutes, I think it is. So make sure that you have that in place, or there's a way to do it even if you haven't uploaded a certain amount of videos. I'm not sure, I can't remember how, that was a long time ago for me. But yeah, make sure you can upload over 15-minute videos unless you want your Nuzlocke to just be 15 minutes long, which is fine. Whatever you want to do. I hope this guys helped you. I hope this helped you guys a lot. Blah. Like I said, I looked for these when I was making these, and all I could find were like, yeah, you can get this cracked version of Sony Vegas, and I was like, thanks, I'd rather not do illegal things to make a Pokemon wedlock. I'd like to just be able to make a banner myself, and I finally figured it out. I looked up, and I found this, I found Encoder on YouTube, while I was into my While Under Wedlock, and I started experimenting with it, and found out I could make overlays, and so I made the overlay for this, and then I kept working with it, and I finally figured it out to here. So I really hope this has helped you guys, and if it has, remember to leave a like and a comment. Tell me if you guys are starting a Nuzlocke series with your banners and everything. I'd really like to come out and check them out. Again, you really only need like a Windows computer and then like an iPad or a phone or a tablet. I mean, and most people, while those cost money, most people already have those. Most people have phones for, like texting. That way you don't have to buy a $300 capture card just to record YouTube, just to record Pokemon. You can buy a phone which can record, it can text, it can pull up YouTube. It can do whatever a phone can do, and then it can record your videos. So that's honestly why I haven't bought a capture card. Too much money, and it's not worth it for me. So again, I hope this has helped you guys. If it has, remember to like, remember to comment, remember to tell this to your friends in case they're wondering how to do Nuzlocke videos. And I will see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.